So we're going to talk more about our project and what is the ultimate goal after doing all these calculations. So the purpose of the study is to predict the definitive wealth of the subjects who have pursued one of three different life choices. Either a high school graduate with only a high school diploma with no further education plans, a public 4-year university graduate, and a private 4-year university graduate. So at the end, we will compare the financial outcomes of these three choices against each other to determine which path ends up being the more financially optimal decision in the long run.
To keep the analysis consistent, we ensured that all constants will stay the same among all subjects. These constants reflect impacts such as the annual cost of living % increase, salary % increase, taxes, loan debt payments and their interest rates, and savings account statistics.
So when determining taxes, we base taxes on actual federal tax brackets and where the individual salary would fall upon for each year. So for example, for a taxable income of $45,000, the taxpayer would have to pay 10% on the first $10,275 of their salary, and then 12% on income between $10,000 and $41,775, and then 22% on the remaining amount up to their $45,000 salary. This results in a 12.26% tax rate and $5,517 in the total taxes owed. So this graph depicts the high school graduate salary and how it grows compared to the rate of taxes that they will owe over time as well. So whenever the grad maxes out their salary up to $160,000, they would have owed up to over $30,000 in taxes. So the correlation between salary and the taxes owed is a linear one. So this graph shows a similar story to the prior graph, but this time it involves the college graduate salary. So similarly, the increase in salary of the college graduates correlates to a higher increase in the taxes owed by the graduate. And this becomes even greater, the tax rate becomes even greater because as the graduate earns more money, this rate increases by a greater rate. And so the slope becomes even higher than the slope of the graph showing the taxes owed according to the high school graduate salary.
While beginning collecting data, we decided that all subjects' living expenses will equate to 50% of their yearly salary. We will begin with the high school graduate who plans to jump right into the workforce after graduating. Their starting salary looks to be around $40,612 a year, with a final salary at age 65 ending around $162,931,000 a year. By age 65, they will have accumulated over $2,753,849. Our subject who has decided to attend a public 4-year university will be paying $25,707 annually in tuition, with annual debt payments of $8,136 for 20 years. $59,904 will be paid in total interest. After college, their starting salary will be around $67,860, with their living expenses at $33,930. Their overall wealth accumulated at 65 will be $3,163,419.
Lastly, we're going to look at the private college graduate and their decision. So they will have to pay a tuition of $54,501 annually, and their debt payments will accumulate up to $17,250 over 20 years. And most of this is going to go towards interest, which is up to $127,000. And their starting salary out of college will be $67,860. and they will have to face living expenses of $33,930 a year. And this is found again from taking 50% of their initial salary. So their final salary, once they retire at 65, will have ended up being $241,888. And over the course of all these years, they would have accumulated a wealth of $2,792,874. Okay. So this graph here compares all the three different paths into total accumulated wealth over the years. So the x-axis is the age in years, and then the y-axis is the wealth progression in dollars. So as you can see, the public college graduate ends up having a much higher trajectory than the rest of the other paths. And the private college graduate's path is very much on par with the high school graduate's path, just barely coming on top at the end.
Thus, we believe that one will see the greatest financial advantages should they complete their bachelor's degree at a public university, followed by an education at a private college with only a high school diploma not being far behind. However, one cannot say that everyone pursuing a public college education is guaranteed to be better financially off than those in private colleges or those that received a high school diploma. There are other elements involved that are hard to calculate and determine specifically that could otherwise change someone's wealth trajectory. This general analysis, however, confirms our notion that college graduates are expected to make more money than those with only a high school diploma, but the money gap that exists between them may be smaller than previously thought.